Materialism is the ultimate fate of humanity. Addiction is the only reality of animal existence. We are all materialistic. We are all addicted. We are addicted to life. We are addicted to survival. The only goal of our existence is continuation. We are addicted to the fear of extinction. We are addicted to development. We are imprisoned by our limited modes of thinking. Whether you consider yourself materialistic or spiritual, in the bigger picture, they are ultimately the same thing materialism. We are all imprisoned in life by our goals, our desires for continuation, and even our desire to be free from this imprisonment, whether you strive to feel part of a greater consciousness or aim to transcend the obvious and connect with your inner self. It is merely an attempt to escape the imprisonment of life imposed upon us by natural law, by Mother Nature herself. We all want to feel what it might be like to exist beyond the visible constraints of materialistic life. Perhaps this is where the idea of paradise was born in social mythology. This imprisonment is suffering, the very suffering Gautama Buddha sought to overcome, the suffering of material life, the suffering of being right or wrong, the suffering of needing others' approval, the suffering of continuously struggling to belong within society. Even if you wish to rise above that and embrace spiritualism, a consolatory delusion of freedom through the perception of universal consciousness, you ultimately cannot. You are bound by the limits of your consciousness, the limits of your thinking. There is no end to the quest for improvement, but we do need to strive for betterment. Without the opportunity to improve, there would be no motivation to live. Sadly, this is the most essential addiction we cannot live without. The continuous petty struggle of real life, the tendency to win, to survive, to gain social approval, these are all necessary evils. To live a safe life, you cannot rely solely on yourself. Yet, excessive imposition of societal rules can also be suffocating. Whatever we do, we ultimately strive to find a middle ground, not too lenient, not too extreme. Excessive attachment to life is harmful, just as excessive detachment is. Consciously or unconsciously, we seek that balance. It doesn't matter whether you realize this individually, because the whole system, as part of a greater consciousness, will push you toward it. However, achieving and maintaining equilibrium marks the end of the journey, and we do not want that. We want to keep moving, though in truth this is not up to us. Mother Nature is relentless. We inch toward equilibrium, drift slightly away, then move toward it again. If we drift too far, it becomes extremism, whether in a societal sense, fanaticism, or in a cosmological one. This is why communism does not work. It represents a state of equilibrium, a paradise where everyone is equal and content, but where there is no incentive to improve, no drive to be better than others. This contradicts the essence of material life. That's why capitalism prevails. It makes life in society more dynamic. You must always remember, despite our advanced cognitive abilities, we are still animals, governed by animal instincts. This is neither good nor bad, it is simply reality. We are what we are, constrained by limited cognitive faculties, with the ultimate goal of continuation.